What is going on, guys? We are back for another Chasing Waypoints podcast episode. And Stage 2 officially over for the 2022 Dakar. Stage 3 coming on up. So we're going to do our briefing pre-stage, get you guys some standings, figure out a little bit about what is going on with today's stage, any of the new stuff. But yeah, that is on the menu. I hope you guys have been following along with this and also had a chance to listen to the episode this morning. We were in the bivouac with Gnarly Dave. Hope you guys checked that out. That was live this morning at 6 a.m. And now we are back tonight with the Stage 3 2022 Dakar briefing. So let's get right to it. So yesterday's mayhem and rain and wet sand and all sorts of fun hero dirt was pretty epic. Made for some great pictures and photographs and all sorts of cool stuff. So really enjoyed that one. So yesterday was supposed to be day one of the first marathon stage. Marathon stage, once again, for those playing the home game, marathon means is basically you're going to go drive, ride, whatever, out into the middle of nowhere. You're going to have a bivouac there, organization, and basically yourself only. You'll have some very limited access to tools and spare parts. And the goal is to fix and work on your bike all on your own. No outside support other than your peers. And then turn right back around and race the next day, usually meaning the same tires, everything as far as that goes. So that was supposed to be last night's stage and where they were at tonight away from their bivouac. But as it turns out, with the weather that they got, with all of the rain that flooded it out, and they were not able to do that. So they are basically back in a bivouac tonight, full service bivouac, which would also explain, if you guys were listening yesterday, to the amount of kilometers they were going to ride today. That explains the change. They went up to 791 kilometers total. So still the 338 kilometer special, but then ended up with a 453 kilometer liaison in total. So still a long day on a bike for sure. So quick math for you guys, 62 miles for every 100 kilometers. So if that gives you an idea, 7 times 62 kind of gives you an idea of how far they ended up riding for yesterday's stage 2. So right now, teams woken up already, I'm sure, probably breakfast on board and everything good and ready to go, getting suited up. Because stage 3, let's go over to the live, is just 1 hour, 11 minutes away from the start of stage number 3. So this should be a interesting mix-up. So with yesterday's stage and how that went down, let's take a look at the standings. And again, this is all found on the Dakar app. That is what I am browsing right now, but I am reading it out for you guys in case you want to hear my voice say it instead of just looking it on up. So with yesterday, Sam Sunderland taking the win on the gas for the stage. Then it is, or let's, excuse me, slow it down here. Already messing that up. So stage wins. Let's talk about stage wins. Stage 2. So it was Beretta setting the fast time, showing these guys the fast way from DSS to ASS. Depart special stage, arrive special stage. Don't get too weirded out by the whole ASS thing. 3 hours, 31 minutes, and 20 seconds is what it took him to navigate the stage. Sam Sunderland coming in behind him just by 5 minutes and 33 seconds. Kevin Benavidez in the number 3 spot, 5 minutes and 54 seconds behind him. So that was a close one between Sunderland and Benavidez. Skylar Howes puts it up on that number 4 spot now with 6 minutes and 16 seconds behind the time of Beretta. Then Toby Price in the number 5 spot, finishing just 7 minutes flat behind behind the leader Beretta, and that putting him about 45 seconds behind Howes on the stage. And then let's see, Rodriguez finishing 6, 10 minutes back, 10 minutes, 18 seconds to be specific. Hero Motorsports, Svitko in 7th, 10 minutes, 32 seconds. Adrian Van Buren, 8th with 11:34 back. Andrew Short making that top 10, 12 minutes and 2 seconds back. And then Mare in that number 10 spot He's also on the Hero Motorsports team. So 2 heroes up in the top 10 for yesterday's stage, 12 minutes, 37 seconds back. So let's take a look. Let's get on down the lineup here, figure out where the rest of the guys are. Nacho Cornejo in the number 13th spot, 14:26 back. Matthias Wagner on that KTM, 14th, 14 minutes, 31 seconds back. Ricky Brabeck in the number 15 spot on the Monster Energy Honda, 15 minutes and 4 seconds back. Santolino, 16th. Luciano Benavides, 17th, 21:21 back. Let's see, 18th, Chaparelli. Pedro Garcia, 19th. Gimeza, 20th. Nasaglia, 21. Ross Branch in that number 22 spot, 24 minutes back. Let's see, Brandon Cox. Let's go back here. Jumped on the wrong page there. 29:35. Quintanilla, 25th, 30 minutes, 53 seconds back. De Soltre, 27th, 34:38 back. Daniel Sanders, 34, 34:58 back. Then let's take a look here. 29, Lucci. Let's find out. All right, here's who I was looking for. So Mason Klein, 33rd today on today's stage, 39 minutes and 21 seconds back. Let's take a look and see if we find anybody else further down the lineup here. So that so far is how it's stacked up for stage 2 of this. So the big one here is Cox finishing ahead of Mason, both running in the same class, that Rally 2 category. But let's see, 29:35, and then Mason Klein with a 39:21, so roughly about 10 minutes. So let's go back to the general standings and let's see what happened there and how this changed it up. So Sam Sunderland now going to be taking over the top spot after 2 stages. That is going to be 8 hours, 31 minutes, and 29 seconds, followed by Adrian Van Baren in that number 2 spot, Monster Energy Yamaha, 2 minutes, 51 seconds. And then third, Matthias Wagner on the Red Bull KTM, 4 minutes, 8 seconds back. Skylar Howes now up to the number 4 spot, going to be on that Husqvarna Factory Racing, 9 minutes and 59 seconds. Santolino in the 5th spot, 10 minutes, 55 back. Paulo Quintanilla going to be on that Monster Energy Honda, 12 minutes, 31 seconds back. Daniel Sanders, 7:13:29 back. Svetko in the number 8 spot, 17:39 back. Amara in that number 9 spot, 18:41 back. Beretta Bort, 10th, 20:25, back off the pace of the current leader, Sam Sunderland. What a good showing for Sunderland now, taking over that top spot, and especially in the gas or the KTM in disguise. Let's see here. So Benavides 11th, Ross Branch 12th, 22:21, De Soltre 13th, 31:55, Mason Klein running 14th, 32:36. So not bad, just inside that top 15. Speaking of 15, Toby Price, Red Bull KTM Factory, 32:48. Andrew Short on 16th, 35:59. Then let's take a look. Who I'm looking for is Mr. Cox here. Here he is, 26, 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 18 seconds. So what I'm looking for is the time between him and Mason. Mason is 14th. He is going to be 32 minutes. So right now, if my math skills serve me correct, he has got about a 30-minute lead in his class. So right now, as it sits, Mason Klein making moves for that Rally 2 class. And all the pro guys, you know, we've got a pretty good mix up here of everybody hanging out. Let's take a look here as we scroll down. And so that stage 1 with the navigation definitely put a damper on a lot of people's Dakar. Obviously, it was a very interesting section where the navigation was a little bit tricky. Some people made it through. There was an interview of Mason Klein talking about it and just staying and focusing on the road book and making it happen that way, and was able to pull it off. So very, 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 very excited to see where he's going with this. He's putting together, you know, he's basically painting a picture right now, and it's looking pretty good so far. So nice to see Skylar Howes all the way back up in the standings, even with quote-unquote some rough days there, but now sits 4th with just 10 minutes back. 10 minutes is not a lot of time to make up. In some cases, all it takes is a couple of mistakes from the top guys, and next thing you know, there's everybody's got a Skylar Howes problem. So that I am looking forward to. So top 3 are only separated by 4 minutes, and then there's a little bit of a gap down to Skylar Howes with adding about another 5-ish minutes, a little over 4.5 minutes or so. But yeah, so standings looking pretty good. Again, this is just stage 2. We got a really long way to go. Still probably another 10 stages if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this should be good. All right, speaking of stages, let's talk about tomorrow's stage. Tomorrow's stage on the book here, we're looking at 636 kilometers total. 255 of those kilometers are going to be special, and then 381 of those are going to be liaison. So once again, 636 kilometers total, 255 kilometers of special, and then 381 kilometers of liaison. So this is going to be exciting, I think. Let's go home. Let's see what the Dakar app says about stage 3. Al Kasuma, I believe is how you pronounce that. So it looks like it's just a loop for them tomorrow. So here we go. The first part of the special dishes up a hearty serving of sand, while the faster second part seems easier from a technical point of view. The nerve-ending intersections can cause the competitors to make mistakes and waste time performing U-turns and finding their bearings. Proper tire management will be crucial to finishing the marathon without any nasty surprises. So obviously with this marathon thing, this was written before it because obviously they didn't have a marathon. So these guys are probably on fresh tires and everything, looking nice and pretty. So let's see, what do we got here? So yeah, that is what we've got. They don't have a stage description listed like they did for yesterday's stage, which was kind of cool. But they said it right then and there. We've got more sand coming, so be ready for it. So yeah, so let's see what it turns into for stage number 3 of the 2022 Dakar. So yeah, let's do it. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Nope, I don't see any other news and updates. There's a lot of stuff still to happen and go on. Let's see if we have any more news. Just running through here. I was kind of scared the other day. It looked like there was some issues with the app, and I was starting to think, this may not be good. But luckily, it was not too bad. Still looking at it, it looks like I did see an update from Mason Klein on his Instagram. If you guys aren't following him, you should be. You get some behind the scenes stuff in there. It's Mason_Klein1. Let's see. And he's got, so 14 hours ago, so probably waking up now. It looks like the bike's completely stripped down, doing the mechanical stuff. Forks are still on it, but no tires and wheels. Looks like they got the gas tanks off of it and everything. So very, very cool. Getting a chance to do that full maintenance where otherwise that would have been him working on the bike. And the bike looks clean, super clean. And I'm guessing that's got something to do with the wet dirt that we've been, or that these guys have been experiencing. So, should be very, 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 very good. Looking forward to tomorrow's stage for sure. Hopefully we can see some more time being made up by some of these guys, and we could definitely, wait for that second half. So don't forget, if you guys are listening, we are getting the area set up. We are going to be doing a halftime show. Basically, that is going to be on the 7th. 7th and 8th is the rest day. So 7th for us is the 8th for them. So we will be doing an episode here, and look for it to be uploaded later on Tuesday night. For those of you that have been tuning in, should be pretty cool. We are going to have Scotty from Baja Rally with us here, and we'll be talking a little bit about basically the halfway point and how everything has been going. So pretty cool. Scotty nerding out and getting back to the roots and digging into the race and figuring out and getting the information and all that stuff. So definitely looking forward to having him here live with us, and that'll be on Friday the 7th at night. So looking forward to that. Hope you guys were able to or are able to tune in for that, and we will see you guys then. So that's a wrap for today. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow about the same time. with a little under or right about an hour to go before the start of stage number 3 of the 2022 Dakar. All right, that is the wrap for the Chasing Waypoints podcast this week. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you heard. We are available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and a bunch of others. Also, follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook under Chasing Waypoints, Instagram Chasing Waypoints _official, and of course, the YouTube under Chasing Waypoints. Hope everybody has a good week. We will see you guys for the next episode. Remember, shiny side up, and don't forget to tag us. We want to see where you guys are riding and what you guys are up to. Have a great week.